Okay, so as a beautiful premiere to this YouTube channel, we're gonna have a little bit of a special conversation about leaks. So I'm pretty sure you guys all know what leaks are. Of course, leaks are a fundamental part of the internet. We had the GTA 6 leaks, we had the Discord chat log leaks that showed that almost the entirety of the internet is racist, which we already knew, and the leak that shows that Larry Wheels likes to get pegged. Shout out Sadagascar. But the leak we're gonna talk about today is the leak of the brand new Legend of Aang, the Last Airbender movie. The thing is, this movie in its entirety got leaked. Someone leaked the entire goddamn movie. So now you may be wondering, how the did an entire movie get leaked? That's an interesting story. Now we're gonna get into that right now. Alright, so we're gonna start at the bread and butter of this situation, which begins with a guy called I'm Still Dissin'. So on a random April morning, this X account called I'm Still Dissin' releases a post captioned, Nickelodeon accidentally emailed me the entire Avatar Aang movie. They made Toph straight, y'all. Releasing 2 clips with a complete length of 3 minutes. And obviously, that shit blew up. This got millions of views. I'm talking 30 million views. This shit got a lot of free publicity. The thing is, the movie wasn't even set to release until October, and no one had gotten any sneak peeks or even any trailers of the movie. So Paramount obviously hated this, seeing that an IP of theirs that didn't even have a trailer yet just got 2 clips with a total length of 3 minutes leaked in its entirety, and it was just being passed around the internet like candy. They decided that they were gonna copyright strike these clips. And they, not even 24 hours after the whole thing got released, they DMCA'd that shit. They buzzard him. But the situation just gets worse, because I'm Still Dissin' decided to double down on the whole situation and said, yo, release a trailer or I'm gonna release the entire goddamn movie. Like what the fuck? So this guy tried to go full hostage negotiation mode and tried to extort a multi-billion-dollar company. Like what was the outcome that he was looking for in all this? So obviously the clips get taken down, they get DMCA'd, and no one can watch them anymore, right? Wrong. Not even 48 hours after the clips got taken down, some Malaysian teenager decided, yo, I'ma leak this shit. And he released the entire feature film on X.
Yo guys, this is post-production me editing this video again. Turns out I couldn't find any pictures that showed the original photo of the original leak, so I'm just gonna post these pictures and let's just let your imagination do the rest.
And the worst thing is, this story that I'm Still Dissin' accidentally got emailed this shit was fake. This motherfucker was lying. He was speaking out of his ass to get more publicity.
Yo, what's up guys? This is me during editing, and as I was doing my research and reviewing a couple of things, turns out I found some new shit that was resurfaced about I'm Still Dissin'. Fuck, I need to get a shirt on first. Alright, okay, so turns out the day after I'm Still Dissin' published the clips of the Avatar movie, turns out he said that Paramount should cut him a check for all the marketing that he did for their movie for free, or he was gonna post the whole thing online. Like, excuse me, what? This motherfucker, not only did he try and tell them that he was going to release the entire movie online if they didn't post a trailer, but he also tried to tell them, yo, pay me. Like what the fuck? Like, dude, you acquired the movie illegally. Like somehow he, what? And then in the same day, he published the fucking movie. He published the entire movie saying he wasn't kidding about the whole movie either. He posted the goddamn movie. Like, this motherfucker stood on business. He did not care if the DMCA ninjas were coming after him or some shit. He decided he was gonna stand on business. Like, what was this guy hoping? Like this guy is literally gonna get concrete shoes by the end of the week.
So the truth of the matter is that I'm Still Dissin' was once part of a hacker group called Pego Crew, which was a hacker group around the internet. So one of his friends from Pego Crew decided, yo, I'm gonna share this shit with him, right? Because this thing had already been floating around a whole bunch of hacker circles for a couple months now. So the movie had already wrapped production, and these people at Paramount were just waiting for the release date to finally come out so that they could finally bring it out to the public after it got delayed twice. So I'm Still Dissin' later just said, yo bro, it's just a prank, why are you getting mad? right? Because he thought he was just doing some innocent trolling that was probably going to help the publicity of the movie. Plus, he saw that the movie was going to get released on Paramount Plus instead of having a proper theatrical release. But we're going to get into that later. And Paramount even confirmed the fact that it wasn't actually a leak. It was just a hacker that probably was like 12 years old in Mexico named Jose or some shit like that. Probably just found the movie and was just sharing it around people so they could watch it. Yeah, turns out Paramount even confirmed that their systems got hacked a while back. So this shit isn't even new. People have had this for weeks on end, but only now has the egg finally cracked. Once those clips hit, the cat was out of the bag, and some teenager in Singapore, it said, decided that he was going to release the full movie in HD. And that shit spread like wildfire. Like, you could just go to X and look up Avatar movie, and you'll probably find at least 5 people that are showing the full fucking movie on there. You're probably wondering, how are they actually showing a full-on movie? So Twitter has this thing where if you're paying Twitter and you have a premium subscription, you can upload videos that are up to 4 hours long. So if someone just felt like it, they could release all 3 Lord of the Rings movies extended editions on X on a random Tuesday if they felt like it. So it doesn't really come as a surprise that some people, like trolls on the internet, are probably just going to release entire movies the day that they come out on streaming or something, just to hurt these studios. But this situation isn't entirely the hackers' fault. Paramount f***ed themselves over because they had the movie set to release on October 20th, 2025 to celebrate its 20th year anniversary on the big screen. Right? They had a full theatrical release planned for this movie. But the thing is, the movie got delayed. The movie got delayed to January 20th, 2026. But then Paramount, like a bunch of fucking morons, decided, yo, we just don't want it to come out on theaters. So the reason that Paramount decided to pull the movie from theaters is because they believed that 2D animated movies don't perform well in the West anymore. Like what? And that would be a completely justified reason if it wasn't completely fucking bullshit. Demon Slayer: The Infinity Castle grossed $700 to $800 million worldwide at the box office. And it's a 2D animated movie, and it's rated R. It's a rated R movie, and somehow it's still the highest grossing anime movie of all time, with a relatively new fan base. New, but humongous. Avatar: The Last Airbender has an even larger fan base, especially since most of its fan base is in the West. And most of the people that saw this cartoon as they were growing up probably have kids now. I'm pretty sure that they wouldn't mind going to the movie theaters with their kids to show them what they watched when they were little. Like, this is a bullshit excuse for Paramount to try and justify putting it on their streaming platform. And yeah, they tried to make it a Paramount Plus exclusive exactly for this reason. This wasn't about not being confident enough in the box office. This was just because they didn't want to take the risk, and they just wanted to make more money and get more followers on their Paramount Plus subscriptions. But this entire scandal with Paramount isn't just because there are a whole bunch of greedy merchants and goblins up at the top making all the decisions and wanting more traffic to go through their subscription sites, but it's also because they got a lot of cold feet due to a bunch of exterior issues. The budget ballooned, the production was multi-year, and it was chaotic. They couldn't sell it off to other studios, so they tried to play the safe route and yanked it from theaters and dumped it straight to Paramount Plus. But this reason is entirely stupid because they would have made back all their money in a month and then some if they had just trusted the audience to go and watch the film. And this was just a massive klutz call. The animators were out here working for years through a chaotic production process, and probably most of the animators that worked on this film grew up watching the TV show. So they poured their heart and soul for years expecting a theatrical release just for the morons upstairs that are probably one sneeze away from being put in a casket to decide, nah, we're gonna just put it onto Paramount Plus because we don't trust the consumer. Even the director, Lauren Montgomery, straight up said that the movie deserved to be seen on a big screen. Like, one animator, Julia Scholl, tweeted after seeing the shots that were being passed around, she said that it was extremely disrespectful to the artists just to see their content being passed around like it's fucking candy. And Paramount was just adding a lot more salt and lemon to the wound by just telling them, nah, we're gonna put it onto Paramount Plus because you, right? And by making it streaming only, this basically told fans and their own crew, nah, we don't think that this movie or IP is big enough to be in theaters, so we're just going to put it on Paramount Plus and just hope for the best. The fans and animators probably felt like they got kicked in the dick because they knew that this movie was going to be big enough that it was going to make a whole bunch of money for Paramount. It's one of the biggest shows of the last 20th century, and it appealed to kids who now have kids. Like, you just doubled your revenue just by releasing it in theaters. And on top of that, the leakers thought that this entire thing was just low stakes because they didn't think it was going to hurt Paramount in any way. And I'm Still Dissing even later said that he was only trying to troll and trying to help the movie gain hype and publicity, and he didn't mean for the entire project to go fucking kaput. But moral of the story, Paramount fumbled the bag on decision making. We probably have the fucking Crypt Keeper up there making all these publicity decisions. And this entire thing killed the hype. This was a massive fuck you to the animators, especially since me, a guy that wants to be part of the film industry, if I had one of my IPs and something that I worked on for years just so unceremoniously leaked, it's like a fucking baby being curb stomped. Like, that is just insanely disrespectful. And why do we have fucking crypt keepers and out of touch people who probably still think that asbestos is safe for household use running this shit? Like, why don't they have people that actually have experience and were actually part of the consumers that know this shit? Like it's like trying to throw away money. It's like someone handing you 10 bands and just saying, nah, I can make it myself. Like, they're allergic to money. They're allergic to printing money because of risk. And I understand the whole thing about high risk, high reward. But the thing is, with something this big, it's low risk, high reward. Like, it's fucking retarded. Enough ranting for now. Moral of the story, hype got killed. Absolute f***ing disrespect to the animators. Respect creators, respect animators. These guys put in a lot of time and money and all-nighters probably to make this shit. And also, f*** you Paramount Plus for doing this shit. I would have gone to watch the movie. I watched the entire show. That's pretty much it. F*** you Paramount, and don't be a troll and don't leak shit. Like, be respectful. Like, what the fuck? Have some standards. Be a professional. All right. Anyways, that's the moral of the story. That's all of it. Okay, love you. Bye.